Today I want to get into this one because this one's really freaking cool. I have Korey Kevil here. I'm gonna let him introduce himself. That way we can get into this because there's a part that I'm really stoked and excited to get to. So Korey, thanks for being here, brother.
Thank you, John.
Yes, sir. So go ahead, man.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Korey Kevil. I've been fighting about 10 years off and on. Boxing, kickboxing, MMA. It's a lot of fun. And I was born and raised in Brownfield, Texas. Been there all my life. I work there, I work for the city. I drive the trucks, I weld, and Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. That's what I do. So I got a 4-year-old, a wife at home, and that's who I am.
Sweet, man. All right, dude. So you're from Brownfield. You work in Brownfield.
Yes,
What do you do exactly for Brownfield?
Well, I worked at Pizza Hut for about 10 years, and I saved up a little money to go to school, and I got my license and certifications in welding, and I got hired there, so I do that. I got my CDL, so I drive the big trucks, the garbage trucks and things like that. So that's there's other things in between that, but
Yeah,
I mean,
nice.
yeah.
Nice,
That's
nice.
it.
So not only training, fighting, full-time dad, full-time job.
Yes, sir.
And we're not gonna scratch it yet, but a band. You squeeze that in there somewhere.
Yeah, a little bit.
How do you do it? When do you sleep? When do you sleep?
Well, I try to go to sleep by 11 or so. But when you got a 4-year-old at home, it don't always go that way.
I get it.
But,
I understand that 100%, man.
Yeah.
When you want them to go to bed, they don't ever go to bed.
Yes, sir.
So, and then you got to suffer the consequences because you don't get as much sleep, and then you're struggling the next day. So,
honestly, I mean, it's not that. I have no complaints. I'm a happy guy.
Gotcha. That's good, man. So, all right. So we brought up the band, and folks, as you can see, I am rocking it right now. Insanity Mentality.
Hey, you look good in that shirt,
dude.
buddy.
I love the shirt. You gave me some CDs. I can't wait to dive into those CDs. Tell me about the band a little bit. Tell me about it.
All right. Well, we've been a band since about 2012, around there. Released our first, music around there. The band members, my wife, Stephanie Kevil. She's the bassist and also a vocalist. And then my drummer, Andrew Guerra. And then the other guitar player, Calvin Culver.
Nice.
And that's us four. We're working on a new one. So,
Dude, that's sweet, man.
Yeah.
So we were sitting here talking about it prior to being on, and we pulled it up on YouTube. And dude, I have to say, I love it. I loved the shit out of it.
Thanks, bro.
That was awesome, man. So I'd like for you to introduce this real quick.
Well, the song is called Rest Easy. It's about something earlier in life that I've worked with kids a long time. I worked at Boys and Girls Club for 4 or 5 years as a coach, and volunteered different places with kids. And this one's about terminally ill children. There was a little girl who used to sing to other kids, and
Nice.
that's
Well, I'm going to give y'all a snippet of it. Y'all are going to be able to hear it. I'm going to play it right now. Just listen to this. It's great. I freaking loved it. Here we go. right there, man. I love that, dude.
Thanks.
I love the story behind it. I love the song. Dude, I'm probably gonna end up becoming like your number one fan. I'm gonna be that fangirl there for you, dude.
Hey, you're a groupie or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna show up. Dude, but that's cool. So, how did this band come together? How did this all come about? When did it start for you?
Well, I've actually been in quite a few bands. I played my first show at Jake's when I was 16. I did vocals for a band called Murderous Intentions.
Okay.
And then been in a couple different bands. The only ones worth mentioning, Sinful Serenade was a band I was in with Dylan Pruitt, Caleb Pruitt, and Joel Lucio. It was a good band, you know. We had a lot of fun. I got the privilege of doing vocals for the band Eclipse of Empires.
Okay.
That's where I met the drummer for our band now.
Nice.
So it's a lot of fun, man. But after that, you know, everyone was kind of, you know, working a lot to where we really didn't have time for this. So I started writing songs and recording songs, and then I was in a band called Saint Solution for a little bit, thrash metal band, and that's where I met Mr. Calvin Culver. It's our other guitar player, and he's our, you know, he's our dude playing guitar, and so I met Drew, our drummer, through Eclipse of Empires, and I met Calvin through another Saint Solution, another band. Yeah. And then my wife is the bassist and back, you know, the other vocals.
Nice,
So,
nice. I really love that. That's cool, man. How it all came together. Dude, that's really badass, man. I love the hell out of that. The story is great, man. You know, bringing everybody together. So I'm gonna pause real quick. Lee, thank you for tuning in, liking, and sharing. Destroyer, same for you. Appreciate it, brother. Thanks for the love and support, guys. You know, especially being here for Korey.
Yeah, thank you.
So kind of getting back into it. Let's transition into fighting. We're gonna go into it.
Let's talk about fighting.
So now you have a hardworking guy, a band, but you train and you fight, man. So we met years back.
Yes, sir.
At the gym when I first became a coach. You know,
sir.
at the old gym. Instantly, like, fell in love with you sparring, man. You know, it's like that old school, like Bobby Turner. Let's just go hard and get after it. Sometimes.
Mr. Bobby Turner used to kick my butt. I'll tell you that.
Dude, so me and Bobby, we started martial arts together, same karate school, moons ago, like ages ago. Then he left and, you know, of course, did his thing. And, you know, we all ended up under the same guy years later up the road under Alsomo.
Yes, sir.
So, you know, that's where I met all those guys and the old school cats. So let's talk about the fighting, man. What got you into fighting?
Well, I mean, like I said, I'm from Brownfield, and that's where I went to high school. I went to school my whole life at Brownfield. I mean, I was a decent athlete, you know. I lettered in baseball, football, and basketball when I was a sophomore. But I'm not trying to brag because it's just Brownfield. We really don't have no one to pick from. I think they just have anybody else.
Right.
But I love the contact. I loved competition, man. I loved it. So when I graduated, I tried to go to some colleges and try to like walk on and play, but I realized, dude, I'm small. You know, like we got guys playing the same position as me. They just you know,
2 feet taller than us.
Kicking my butt.
Yeah.
So I was looking for something else, so I started training at Doghouse Boxing in Brownfield, and Tom Adams was in charge of that, and then Steve Rivas. Now he's in charge of it. I gotta say, man, Roy and Eli Garcia kicked my butt in there a lot boxing. Keith Rodriguez, man, they put me through a lot, man. It was good, but I just craved that competition, you know.
Yeah.
After that, I started training with Mr. Anselmo Martinez. Went in there, got a lot of kickboxing, you know, and also he kicked my butt a lot too.
Yeah.
It was sparring. I got to meet the Go-Getter. Javier
Javi.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, Mendoza. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he'll be on here soon. Javi, if you're watching, you better be ready for that phone call. You coming, big dog.
Yeah. And after that, I've trained at Victory, you know, with Coach Moore, you know, learning the grappling. I'm really a striker, but I like to learn the grappling, you know. I'll give an example real quick. You know, demolition experts have to also study architecture. Because once you know what holds it up, you know how to take it down.
Right.
So studying grappling, I just want to know how to get out of it so I can hit him again. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So, but that's about
Makes
it.
sense.
You know. And nowadays I train, I run, lift, hit the bag at home, and
Yeah.
if I have an event coming up, I just try to drop in there with some good guys.
Yeah.
Some people will kick my butt and get me
Yeah.
ready for it.
Oh, dude, you're not kidding. You know, you get top notch with John Moore. You know, when it comes to the grappling. You know, if that's where you want to get some grappling, that's the guy to go to.
Oh yeah.
You know, and a great team, you know, building up there. You know, I recently just stepped away, you know, as a coach there. I was there for 4 years as a coach. Many rounds with you. We talked about it when you first got here. Man, dude, I love getting into the kick fights with you, man, because I was shocked the first time you tagged me with a good kick. I was
You're
like,
hyping me up, man.
I was like, oh,
butt.
man, dude, this guy, we're going to have this. And the last sparring session we had, I have a picture of it somewhere. You flopped up a right roundhouse kick out of nowhere and goose-egged my eye, and I was like, he's dead the next time I see him. You know? no one gives me a goose. No one gives me a goose. No, man, it's all fun, man. I think it's great to be able to jump in and just move around with
I had to do something. I was getting my butt kicked.
Yeah. So tell me about your first MMA fight. Tell me about it.
Oh, man. We're going way back.
We're going way back.
I fought in Roswell, and I fought at 155, I think. Fought some way taller than me, and I showed you the video earlier. That was actually my first one.
Okay.
And you know, I thought I had him, rocked him a little bit, tried to pick him up. Next thing I know, I'm unconscious, which was weird because I've been knocked. Before that, I had been knocked out, right? Like, I mean, so I stood up afterwards. I was thinking, like, what the heck just happened, you know? But being choked out was way different, man. You know, than getting knocked out, getting hit in the chin. So,
Yeah, I know what that feels like. I don't want to talk about it, but I know what it
Yeah.
feels like.
I woke up and I was looking around like, is it time for work?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
it was a
dude. I mean,
different
sometimes
experience.
it's like that, man. You know, like recently, before I left the gym to step away for the job I have, I was sparring with Bradley Bethel. You know, and big old tall Bradley.
Yeah.
And dude, he caught me with a jumping knee and then with a nasty overhand right after, and it dropped me. And I've never been tagged like that.
Yeah.
You know, I can take some hits, and
I don't know how many fights he's had, or if he's making a debut, but that dude is good.
he's good, dude.
He's tall and
Dude,
he don't weigh much.
He's endless tall.
Yeah.
You know, his arms are 3 miles long. Great spar, great guy. Like, I know what you mean, man. You know,
like
sometimes
Bradley.
you get up, you're like, damn. You know, when he dropped me, I had to rethink. You know, I laid there for a second, and I was like, dude, what am I doing? Like, damn. You know, I come in, day out, and you know, I know I'm teaching these guys something and giving them something to work with. But damn, I can't take. My body can't take this all the time. You know.
Hey,
Has
we're getting up there,
Has
but-
Korey reached that point? Where are we at? Where
Well,
are we at?
It's kind of the way I fight too. You know, if we go to a decision, you're probably gonna win. But if I find your chin, you know, I'm gonna win.
I can tell you that. It's definitely right.
But you know, I've sometimes you win, sometimes you learn, and I've done a lot of learning. I will say that. But I always get called to come back and fight again. You know,
Because you're a great fighter.
Well-
People love to watch you.
whether I get knocked out or you know trying to knock them out or knock them out, you know. But I'm gonna go ahead and mention a few people who have kicked my butt, and I was like, holy crap, you
It's
know.
all you, brother.
But my friend John Soto, he's a black belt. He kicks my butt in Brownfield all the time. Mr. Mateo Gonzalez
Dude, that
kicks
dude
my butt, man.
Kicks everybody.
Oh, you
butt,
remember
man.
we've had a fight? God, I couldn't find the dude.
Yeah,
you know?
dude. He's so light on his feet, dude. It looks like he's
Yeah.
floating.
Yeah, I don't want to hype him up too much. That way, I don't scare his opponent to where they drop out the fight or something.
Yeah, you know.
I almost feel sorry for his next. Almost feel sorry for his next opponent.
True
But
that.
Mr. Mateo Gonzalez and there's some other guys in there, dude. That just I'm talking about Victory. That just they're very skilled, dude. I've rolled with TJ.
Wahlberger.
Yeah, I rolled with him, man. He kicked my butt.
Yeah.
And I've never had a chance to spar this guy, but I know he's badass. Mr. Joe Sauceda, Hot Sauce.
Oh,
I had to mention him, man. I seen him the other day at our show, dude. He's a cool dude, man.
yeah.
I look forward to seeing him.
Yeah.
On TV.
I've mixed it up once or twice with him recently at the gym. You know, good spar. You know, he's been putting in some work. You know, he's another one. Joe, if you're watching, it's coming. You know, I got about 2 pages worth of people locally that are gonna get on this. Like, they're gonna be here. All right, man. So, fighting, the training. Do you miss training full time? What was it? What did you do specifically when you had fights coming up? Tell me a little bit about it.
A lot of it was changing the diet to make the weight. Because, you know, I'm only 5'6". I'm over here fighting at 55, 45. The dudes are always taller than me.
Of course.
So, my genetics are shorter, stockier people. So, you know, I had to change my diet. But I still work out a lot. I just think I'm getting older and fatter. But, you know.
For sure.
Yeah. But I was really, a lot of it's the diet. You know, I used to wake up and run, and then I'd go to work. After work, I'd go train again, you know, try to get in a gym where I could spar and just burn calories and sweat, man.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of it is the diet, man.
Yeah.
That's the hard part. I hate cutting weight. I hate missing the meals and stuff. You know, at lunch I want to eat a freaking chicken sandwich, you know, but
Yeah.
you just eat a cup of yogurt
Yeah.
or peanut butter. So
Let me ask you this. When you got into the fight game, did you have any prior martial arts experience? Did you do any martial arts, any boxing, anything leading up into it? I guess when you're coming into the MMA side of it.
well, before competition, man, I was a crazy kid, man. I used to get in a lot of fights, you know, and I'm the oldest out of 7 siblings, you know.
Nice.
So if I got in a fight and I won, they'd be like, "I'm gonna go get my brother." I'm like, "Well, bring your brother." And I'd fight them too. I'm gonna get my dad. I'll fight them too, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And my biological father was not there either, so I didn't go, you know. My mom, dude, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I'm very thankful for my mother. She was my mom and my dad. She was tough with me, and you know. Yeah, that's just kind of how I grew up. I didn't have nowhere to run to. I had to handle my stuff on my own.
Yeah.
You know, so I probably had more street fights and more butt whoopings in the street before I even got in it. So I mean, but that's the only experience prior to
Gotcha.
after I graduated high school and started
Okay.
fighting.
Okay, so I mean, I'm gonna say this. You know, people, if you ever get the opportunity, any people watching this that train or fight or kickbox or karate, whatever it might be, if you ever get the opportunity to work with this guy, for not having that background, phenomenal. You know, from where he's come from to where he's at now, you know, in the years that I've known him, the 4 or 5 years I've known him, you know, tenfold in the change. You know, I mean, he's always hungry for change. We've worked mitts together. I think, as a matter of fact, when we're done with this, I think we're gonna step outside and do some mitts. Because
don't hurt me, man.
I'm hungry, you know, because I haven't been coaching and I miss it. You know, I'm busy working and, you know, I'm here all day with my kids and stuff. But, you know, I think we're gonna work some mitts. But if y'all ever get the opportunity, just ask him. I promise you, he's up for it all the time.
Thank you, Joe.
Dude, man, it's super neat. So how many? Because I didn't find it. How many fights have you had in MMA?
Well, are we gonna count tournaments and exhibitions?
Everything. Mix it all up. I don't care if it was Strike First tournaments with Ty Garrett, whatever it might be. What's it looking like?
I won't count those. But when I was with Eagles Nest, I had 5 MMA fights and 1 kickboxing match.
Okay.
After that, I couldn't afford the gas money to drive because I live in Brown to drive up here all the time. So I just kind of started talking to the promoters and stuff, you know, and find on my own. Kickboxing, and I'm afraid to say this because maybe my next opponent might hear this, but I had a good 10
Nice.
since then.
Nice.
But that, and I've had a couple MMA since then too, but just on my own. You can look up videos on my Facebook or whatever. I don't go with a coach. People think I'm crazy, you know. Like, what are you doing? You know, who's in your corner? My wife just stands there and hands me water in between. That's it.
Yeah.
You know, I just find somebody to wrap my hands. That's it, man.
Yeah.
You know, all combined, if we want to combine boxing, kickboxing, MMA, all that, I mean, talking about 20 something.
Yeah. Nice, man.
Just amateur though.
Yeah.
I ain't a pro. So.
Right. It's understandable. You know, you say that my last fight in 2012, I pretty much did that. It's the last time I ever did that. I just kind of was like, you know what? Screw it. Sign up for this deal online to see if I could get a fight.
With no one in the corner?
Dude, no one. So what? My cousins drove down that day of the fight. Barely made it there before my fight happened to corner for me. Like, I paid for them to be my cornerman because I had nobody.
Dang, dude.
Actually, I did have somebody. Where's the Stallion? Derek Gompels, if you're on here.
Hey, Derek.
You were supposed to be there that day.
Hey.
You were supposed to be there, and you weren't there. You told me why. I understand. I forgive you. I still love you.
Hey.
But he was supposed to be there that day for me.
I'm still mad that he kicked my butt last year or whatever.
He's kicked everybody's ass, man. So
I love Derek, man. He's a good dude. He's a badass fighter, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of people look at you like you're crazy when you show up.
Dude, when you show up on your own and you know, you look like the guy didn't know what the hell he's doing, for sure, man. And,
yeah. And what I would do, because I mean, I think I've had more without a coach than with a coach in the corner. But what I would do is listen to the other corner.
just listen to what they're saying.
If that coach says 6, you know that
That right uppercut's coming. Yeah.
So, but that's what I would do, and I'm not saying it worked out every time either.
Of course.
And, I got knocked out a few times like that. You know, like I said, I sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. I've done a lot of learning.
Man, so, you know, moving on with it, do you see potentially having a couple more fights before you hang the gloves up? I mean, well, what are you thinking? Because like, for me personally, man, if I'm not doing kickboxing, MMA, I've done that. I'm good there. I don't mind it. It's just not me. My deal is stand up. I want to hit you, kick you, and never have to go down. You know, I'm cool with that. So if I come out of the woodworks, it's going to be for kickboxing.
Yes, sir.
What is Korey thinking? Like, do you have any plans? Would you like to mix it up a couple more times and something?
I would love to. I mean, I'm looking for more. I love it, you know. Right now, you know, since I'm still amateur, some of these guys in the amateur world, and I'm not talking MMA because everybody wants to choke me out, a little short dude, they'll kick my butt. But in kickboxing, they're like, well, his record sucks, but I don't want to fight him because he might get me and then I look bad.
Yeah.
So right now it's really hard to find an opponent. But no, man, I want some. You know what I'm saying? I'm weighing about 175, 180 right now. I need to lose more weight because if I fight a guy at that weight, I mean,
oh, it's over.
we're getting,
I get it. That's why I'm saying I woke up at 180 this morning.
No, I want some, man. I want more. I'm gonna get more, and by the time I turn 40, I at least want some more, man.
Yeah.
But right now too, you know, I coach in Brownfield. You know, I got mostly kids, but adults too.
Nice.
And but you know, I don't charge people anything. In Brownfield, you know, there's really nothing to do. You know, and some people may not like this, but we got like one of the highest percentages of teenage pregnancies of any town.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So just trying to give them something to do, keep them off the street, keep them away from, you know, getting into trouble.
Oh, yeah.
That's really all I do. You know.
I respect that.
Well, I mean, just trying to help out, man. That's
For sure,
about
man.
it, you know.
Trying to get back where you can, man. I respect that and love that.
I mean, I got a few of them, dude. I could see that rage in them. You know, like they've been in a lot of fights. They're just like 15, but you could tell. You know,
They got a lot built up in there.
Yeah, they got to get it out somehow.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they'll get in trouble. And that's you know, like I told you earlier, I worked at Boys and Girls Club for 4 or 5 years. And, you know,
That's cool, man. That's cool. A lot of respect for that. So there y'all have it. Y'all heard it. He's still hungry. And so y'all be watching. You know, Korey could be potentially making that comeback. I love that. So, man, let's backtrack to the band real quick. Do you have anything coming up locally? You working on anything new? Man, fill us in. Let us know so these people can know.
That's what we listened to earlier is a song off our new album. You know, it's going to be called The Outcast, The Freaks, and The Forgotten. That will be the name of the album. We're still recording it. We're almost done. We're going to tour and release that album through Necro Productions. Looking to go from New Mexico to Texas to Colorado, Oklahoma, all, you know, do a tour, and, that's what we're working on right now, man.
Nice, man. So yeah, guys, you got a dad, a full-time job, trained to fight, a band, new album, all sorts of stuff working for this guy. This man is busy. So I think it's cool that he made the time to be here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, for sure, man. So with that said, guys, again, Korey, thank you for coming, dude.
Thank you, Mr.
I really
John.
appreciate it. Everybody, if y'all are still on here, Insanity Mentality, check it out. Look him up on YouTube. As soon as you type that name in, boom, it pops right up. Promise you, because I have it right here on my computer. Y'all check him out. Y'all go show him some love. Find him on Facebook. Man, Korey, you have anything else? You want to? Anything else?
Thank you, anybody who's watching. Thank you, and tune into his episodes from here on out. Thank you.
Sweet. Well, again, I'm J-Man. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in today, and I hope y'all have a great rest of the day. And Mr. Mendoza, thank you for the like, and y'all have a